I now invite Emma Steele, the 2025 CDS Undergraduate Student Speaker, to the podium. Emma is a data science major and has worked as a CDS academic tutor, teaching assistant, and she is the current president of the CDS student government.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2025. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Emma Steele, and I'm so honored to be standing here with you all today. Looking in the crowd, I see so many familiar faces from classes and the tutoring center, and even just wandering around the CDS building. First, I want to thank our families and our friends for not only being here with us today, but for standing by our side through all of the highs and lows of our college journey. Whether you were physically present or supporting us from miles away with care packages, your love never wavered. I know my parents have received quite a few phone calls after data science exams. Sometimes they were full of relief, other times they were after Professor Onek's algorithms class. To the incredible faculty and staff of CDS, thank you. You have not only equipped us with the skills to succeed, but you've also built this college from the ground up. It's because of your passion for data science and your dedication to building this program that we're all here today. When I first came to BU, I was a math major, and I had never heard of data science. I probably couldn't have told you what it meant even after my first year in the program. But like many of you, I took a leap of faith and switched into CDS. I didn't just find a new major, but I found a new community. At a school as large as BU, it's really easy to feel like just another face in the crowd. But at CDS, that's never been the case. Here, our professors know more than just our names, they know our goals, and they dedicate time to building relationships with us that will last a lifetime. They encourage us to try and to experiment and to fail, rewarding creativity and effort over perfection. I know I found this true in Professor Gold's AI and machine learning course, where I worked on a project to predict sarcastic emojis. The accuracy was honestly really not great, but the experience was invaluable because the culture within CDS puts just as much emphasis on the journey as the result. We're not just here to get it right, but we're here to foster creativity and curiosity. During my time in CDS, I've worn just about every hat imaginable: tutor, orientation leader, peer mentor, teaching assistant, and president of our student government. If there was a sign-up sheet, the odds are I was on it. And these roles gave me the privilege of shaping student life both in and outside the classroom. Within the classroom, I had the honor to work alongside Professor White and Professor Sefurlis as a teaching assistant. They taught me the importance of clear communication and the value of taking complex concepts and turning them into digestible material. Their dedication to their students and the stories that they've shared from their careers have not only guided my own career, but I'm sure many of yours as well. And as student government president, I've helped create spaces where students could connect with each other away from the computers and established our peer mentorship program within CDS. I've spent the last 2 years working to advocate for the needs of our undergraduate students to our administration to ensure that every one of our voices is heard. Because that's what CDS is about. We're a community. It's the friends who crammed with you on the 16th floor, stealing the reserved desks, even though they definitely weren't reserved for us. It's the professors who sit with you for hours, patiently explaining concepts for the first, maybe second, maybe fifth time. I know there's faculty here today who have done that for me. It's the staff like Shane and Alessandra and Lakin who always have a door open, ready to celebrate our wins and vent our frustrations. It's also the pets who reside on the 16th floor, giving us a much-needed break from staring at code. And yes, sometimes it's even dating a chatbot named Brad for the semester. Only in CDS could you do that kind of project. All of these experiences and all of this support has led us to this moment, but it's not just about what we've done here, but about what we're all going to do next. Because with the freedom we've had to explore and experiment comes responsibility. We've spent years learning not just how to work with data, but how to think critically about it. We've debated the implications of the tools we build. We have learned that every data point represents a human experience, and that algorithms can reinforce inequalities or they can dismantle them. That what we choose to measure and how we choose to interpret it matters deeply. As Jody Peterson said, data is the language of the power holders. But we've been trained to be more than just data scientists. We've learned to be interpreters. When we analyze housing discrimination patterns, we're not just applying clustering algorithms, we're exposing injustice. When we create tools for underrepresented languages, we're not just solving a technical challenge, but we're preserving a culture. And when we build accessible visualizations, we're not just making a bunch of charts, we're democratizing information. That's what makes CDS really special. We didn't just learn how to build things, but we learned how to build things that matter. So as we leave here today armed with everything that this community has given us, it's not enough to just be fluent in the language of data, but we must be its most empathetic and responsible interpreters. We need to use our toolkit to amplify voices, challenge systems, and create a world where data empowers everybody. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.